Well, all right. It's been sitting here for, I think, close to a week now. And got rained on a couple times. So let's see how it looks. Got some water sitting in there. A knife would be handy. This is more fun. All that saran wrap and it doesn't do anything to keep water out. Show you what it looks like when you peel that back. Engine looks like it's wrapped up pretty good. That's the main thing I'd be worried about getting soaked. Oh, I guess first order business is finding the destructions. Oh gosh. That's the Ripper Claw. Pretty heavy. Oh wow. Yeah, they wrap these up good, and we got like a plastic sheath going around it too. I'll need to go get some wire cutters. Try not to let the ends of that wire go out of control. They'll scratch the paint. Not that I care too much, but I mean in general it's brand new. It'd be nice to keep it brand new looking for at least a little while. Alright, so we've got a wheel axle assembly. Gotta watch my back. I don't want to have a recurrence. My lower back minor injury. You think it's a minor injury, but man, it'll put you down, I tell you. Make sure, you know, it's warmed up, stretched out, which I didn't do very well. I tell you, this is a heck of a crate they've got here. I think crates, I usually think wood. This thing showed up, I'm like, dang, that might be worth the project. I don't know how I'll use it, but could be. Certainly could be. Hey, Mama. I swear I'm not talking to myself. We got the camera right there. She's like, oh, I don't want to get in the image. They've seen you in your house robe before. Running up the driveway when it was windy just the other day. Working on the other axle wheel assembly now. They got it wired in here real good. I mean, it shouldn't have moved much in transport. That's for sure. You wouldn't think, anyway. They got this wire holding everything against the frame of the crate, and then where they really want to protect it, the finish, they've got this tubing. Straighten my back out. This box of parts out. Did get wet. But hopefully the box kept most of the water out. Ow! In the shin! I just put that there. Should have known better. This box looks like it got more, oh yeah, much more water on it. Hopefully, wherever they had the destructions, it's in its own little plastic pouch, I'm hoping. Looks like the seat. Well, I ordered it with 2 buckets, and I'm only seeing 1. Yeah, I'm only seeing the 1 bucket. Unless the other one's invisible. Unless this is it. Hold on, is this it? It's a smaller one. That's 12 inch. This is supposed to be a 10 inch bucket. Let's see. Sometimes it's easier just to cut them. My dad always liked to save everything. Never know when you're gonna need some good wire, but sometimes you just cut it. Time's money too. Oh yeah, that's a heavy bucket. I'm assuming wrapped up so tight I can't really see what's in it. See if I can peel this off of here. What do we have here? Not a bucket. Pivot point, heavy. Here's that big ripper. I'm not seeing the other bucket unless it's one of those boxes. It'd be kind of small. All right. arm, or no, these are the support legs. Oops, wired in still. That's why you need a camera, lady. Getting the support leg out, one of them. Stabilizer, maybe they call this. Careful not to hit anything pulling these out. Got the hydraulics. Just draining some water here on this cardboard. See, it's soaking wet. Got a spin-on filter. Let me show you. You can see I've got some of the parts out. Yeah, it's got a spin-on style filter for the hydraulics. It's got a temperature gauge right there. Boy, it looks nice and clean. Got a lot of Chinese, I'm assuming. I'm not an Asian language expert. 12-volt battery. I don't have to crank start this thing. Let's see this engine. It was an off-brand I'd never heard of before, but let's see what it looks like. Dukar, I guess. Dukar Power with Vision, easy start. 420 cc's. Easy to start. Well, it ought to be easy to start. It's got an electric start. Sweet. Turn the key, push the button. What's not to like about that? I mean, you know, as long as it works. What's my next move here? I guess I could see about getting this bucket out of the way. The actual main assembly here, I may end up bringing the tractor around, lift it with the loader to get it out of the crate. Ooh, this one's going through one of the pinpoints, and I don't want to scratch the finish there, so I'm going to cut this one off. Try to minimize the chance of it scratching. Straighten it out as best I can. Tell you, they wired this thing in real good. They even put the ends of the wire, pressed it through the cardboard to hold it in place, I guess. If I can get it past this bucket without scratching it. There we go. Of course, plan on scratching it plenty on rock and whatever else I get into. But you hate to do it when you're assembling it. You want to have it together and look all pretty when you start. Whew, there ain't much wind this morning at all, which is great. The sound will be better. Whew. But it's sunny and heating up quick. It's only in the 50s right now, but it's warm in the sun. Couldn't have picked a better day. I wanted to get out early, but we had a bunch of pretty nasty weather come through. I figured just best to leave it. Ooh, that looks heavy. Let me see if I dare try to do it by hand. Otherwise, go get the tractor. But then you can't guide it out, or you're having somebody help you, and then they pinch their fingers. Or let's see, might scratch it a little. There's a good spot to hold. Straighten the back out. There we go. Not too bad. Give you a look at that. An idea, size 12s. So that might be my 10-inch bucket. Maybe I paid extra for a 12. I can't remember which one came with it. It came with either a 10 or a 12, and then I ordered the other. So this is looking like a 10. There's the sign for Nortrac. Oh goodness. Step by step, showing you all this way it looks as you take it out of there. I think that's just about it. That's the main section's all that's left, maybe. Over here I got something I can take out in the corner. Other than that, all that's left is the main unit. Hopefully there's not too much to the assembly if they're all relatively large parts. You know? Did I over twist it? Yeah. Knuckle maybe. Ah, first blood. Okay. I'm not beat already. Okay, now we're the hunt is. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Right on the knee, right on the top of the kneecap. Woo. Oh, as I was saying, the hunt is now on. Not for a bruise. I think I'm gonna find that later. But for the destructions. Oh, what is this? It's Mother Bucket. I thought the box was too small for it, and it didn't seem that heavy either. But this is it. This Mother Bucket. All right. I guess they're calling that a 12-inch. I would not. So here's a 10. Oh, did they give me 2 10s? Let's see. Did they give me 2 10-inch buckets? Which, of course, wouldn't make any sense. No. You can see it's a little smaller. So I guess they're calling this a 12, maybe from the very outside. Okay. And then there's my 10. That's fine. Okay, so after a short break, we're back. I don't know how much the shade line moved. Might give you some idea. It wasn't that long. Oh, I got a couple teeth for that bucket. Nice. But I'm hunting right now for the destructions. Because as much as I like figuring out how to put things together, sometimes you just use the destructions. At least it'll give you a starting point. I don't know where to begin on this. So I've got some controllers, but more importantly, we found the destructions. Mini Trencher Owner's Manual, right there, and the Operator's Manual. I wonder which one shows you how to put it together. I'm guessing the Owner's Manual, unless there's another one somewhere. And yes, they did come in a Ziploc bag. Funny enough, though, there's a hole in it. So I'm glad the water didn't get to that box. All right. Packaging contents. Assembly instructions, page 9. Look too far. There we go. Assemble the wheel leg. So that's the first thing. Of course, you know, it says nothing about getting it out of the crate. I got to get it out of that crate first. And then it says we'd be starting with putting the wheel legs on. Makes sense. So I guess I'm going to wait. The ground is awfully wet. My little 2-wheel drive tractor will very likely send me to my death down the hill if I don't wait for the ground to dry out, because we're on hills. So I'm going to wait probably till later this afternoon, and then I will lift that up and out of the crate so we can put this thing together. I'm hoping it won't take more than an hour to put it together. Anyway, it'll end up looking something like that, and then it's just showing you how to put the hydraulics together. Did I say hydraulics? No, hydraulics. What in the world? Here we go. Anyway, till we resume assembling. No, I haven't put anything together yet. Goodness. All right, so I've got my camera lady, one of them, finally.
He's lucky.
I'm very lucky. Now, don't withhold if you've got an idea, babe. Come on over here and you can see. I'm trying to figure out how to. The idea was to lift this out.
Did you eat your Wheaties this morning?
Not with me, with the tractor.
Oh.
But I'm looking at it, and they've got this one wired here. Basically, the lift arm they've got it laid down horizontally, wrapped around the main assembly. And it's not attached on this side. Now, I might have taken that off. I don't know. But I don't feel like I can lift this whole thing up
Unless you have a bowl of Wheaties.
With the tractor, just relying on those wires, even if it were wired. So now I'm like trying to figure out how am I gonna get this thing out of the crate. So first thought was we'll grind or cut the welds off on those bottom plates, and then we could just lift the crate off from around it.
Use the force.
But I really kind of want to keep the crate intact. It's a nice crate. I might want to use it for something.
Our wood supply?
I mean, but at some point you got to do something to get the dang thing out.
Of course.
So I can start assembling it. So it's either going to be cut those off or put this somehow together. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Anyway, this is a unboxing video is really what it is at this point. Any other thoughts other than like Star Wars references? I'm wearing a Star Trek shirt. You can't be doing Star Wars references with me wearing a Star Trek shirt. All
Spock
right.
won't care.
Anyway, we'll get it figured out. Ugh. Hit it. So we're trying to figure out how to get this thing out without destroying the crate, because you might need a crate or use it for something else. And between videos, I'm thinking, I'm talking, and my wife's listening. She says, because I don't want to have to undo all the hydraulics, and you can't, even if you did, they're like interconnected in here. You can't get one wrapped out from around the other one, and you can't pull this one out from what it's wrapped in. But so I'm like, it'd be best just to lift the whole thing together out, but I don't know how to do that. And she's like, just use your ratchet strappy things. And she knows I hate ratchet straps, but I think you've got the solution. I'm just gonna throw a couple ratchet straps in good spots to bind it together, and then lift the whole thing out.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
How hard could it be? Nothing could possibly go wrong. No straps are gonna break or anything.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
All right, hit it. they built the crane around it. Well, I can push it this way now. And then look, yeah, there we go. Don't let your fingers get pinched. I'm gonna go like this. Lower the forks. My pass go in. Alright, so I'm gonna go forward. Perfect. There's a grease zerk right here. If I raise this, it's gonna bust this grease zerk off. Alright, get out of the way. Good. Don't get under it. Yeah, a lot of weight. A lot of weight. She was commenting that my front tire looked like it was flat. This thing weighs a lot, and it's per ounce, so the leverage is pushing a lot on there. It's got 30 pounds of pressure in it. All right, look out. Oh,
I don't see anything
yeah. See anything what?
on the screen.
Oh, the screen went dead. Help save the battery. So we've got it hovering now, or suspended, I should say, and we can start seeing about how to get this arm off. I might need to set it all the way down, but now I can actually see under it a little better now that it's out of the crate. So, yeah, the arm all the way around, they've got the arm sitting on the frame, the main frame, which is great. So the idea now is I've got to be able to rotate it out and fasten it to the main pivot point. So let me get these. I think actually, right, Mama? She left, otherwise she'd be like, actually. I think what we're going to do next is go ahead and try to put the wheels on it. That'll keep it up off the ground. And then I'll be able to use the forks to help lift the arm if I need to. So, without further ado, let's get at that. I gotta remember this is right here. Guess I can move it out of the way. See if still got everything in the picture here for you. over here. And that'll work. I wonder if they're designated for one side or the other. I'm not sure. They are, it looks like, adjustable a little bit to get you out wider, perhaps. Although wouldn't be able to do it too much. You wouldn't have much strength left. Anyway, let's see which side this guy goes on. And I would almost think that the supports would go over here. I gotta look at the picture. And then the wheels would go on that side. Let me look. Of course. So your pivot point over there, and then you got your wheels would be attached over here. Like I told my wife, don't get under it. You never know when, it's not supported. You never know when the hydraulics could fail on the tractor or the straps could give out. Although that main one's a brand new strap. Alright. Let's see, which side is this supposed to go on? Probably too much, but oh well. Still keeps me from doing most of the lifting. I'll put the pin on that later. Get lined up. There it is, lined up. Perfect. Now this side has the arm in the way. I'm not sure I won't go get it in until I move that. I gotta figure out how to get this out of the way. Alright. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the the supporting legs on, just so I can lower this onto something so I can get the arm off so I can put the wheel on. And I keep misplacing. Oh, there it is. important to keep a clean job site, and I never do. You'd think I learned my lesson. And of course, it's got a spiky end, which won't be good on my driveway, but it's a pretty shot driveway anyway. I can put something under it, block of wood, perhaps. There we go. Yeah, I'll grab a block of wood for that, those legs. So Alright, so I've got those with wood under it, still supported by the tractor, and put a jack stand under this corner. And now I can let it down ever so slowly. There we go. Weight is off. Get these off of here. Once this is out of the way, hopefully I can get this arm off of here. Of course, I'm sure it weighs more than I can handle, so I might be using these again. We shall see. Hopefully I haven't done any too much damage. There's a little bit right here on this hose, but just barely scuffed. Not a cut or anything, just a scuff. That's what that stuff's for, you know, to protect it. But you know, it's brand new. You hate to do that to it already. And that was going past the frame of the crate on the way out. So those off there. Get this main strap off. Try not to bang anything up too bad. Well, you went through there, you gotta be able to go back. Come on. Come on. Unless one side was bigger than the other. Let's see. This was the end that went through. I hope you can fast forward through some of this stuff. Alright, so you didn't want to come through. Are you sure? One last try. Doesn't seem like it wants to, so we'll go the other way. Thing. It went through just fine. Now it's acting like it can't. There it goes. Alright. Tree of the tractor. Got a couple chips on the paint. I'll have to touch those up if I care. Yeah, let's see how to get this on. This is not in the instructions, by the way. Uncrating, the unpackaging part, not part of the instructions at all. So I need to figure out this heavy thing. How do I get it off the machine? Not too far because it's hooked up. The hydraulics are hooked up, but I gotta unwrap it to get it installed. Man, oh man. Yeah. see the assembly point on that at least, and see if I can figure it out. My car, I get close with the key, and it just keeps the little rear view mirrors, side view mirrors keep going in and out. I get rid of my key.